Boom shakalaka! We're gonna wake you up.
Yes, indeed.
Right, wake the town and tell the people we are here. It's Friday. It's Friday.
Friday
Yes,
and the weekend's here.
Yes, is that a
So
song?
we can all get down. Let's go party.
Well, I ain't say that. No partying.
Oh, no
okay.
partying. It's
That's
all
me.
work. I mean, seriously, it's the mayor. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Miss Rocki and Chaveevah Live North End Update, because there's always something good happening on the North End.
And everywhere else.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And today we've got something great happening in the fact that we have beautiful, my good friend, Carolyn Dorr here from Cedar Falls. She's going to tell us all about what's going on at UNI in her exciting, it sounds really exciting, Carolyn.
That's right.
I like it. Do you? Good, and it shows. We talked a little bit before the show, and she's going to share with us. And of course, who else do we have?
We have none other than our city guru, Mayor Quentin Hart, and he's going to get us up to speed on what's going on in the city, what's happening around town in Waterloo, the great things, highs and lows, mostly highs, of course.
Of
Yep.
course.
Yes.
You know, what I like about this mayor is that he's turning hope into progress.
There we go.
Oh, my. All right.
And we're going to talk about all of that stuff, and it sounds so hopeful and so progressive. So listen, we want to shout out to Ed and Agnes, because they're always making us all look good.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Do an incredible job.
They do, and thank you for having us here in the city studio, and they make it look like we're sitting under a nice fall tree, but we're really not.
Ed was kind of stylish with the shell-toe Adidas. He was taking me back to my roots.
Okay.
Taking me back to my roots. That's where I started at. So.
Ed is so groovy. See, he took
Absolutely.
me back to my roots. Groovy.
Oh, wow. You did. You went there.
You know, we better take a second to also shout out our sustaining collaborator, UniQ's Educational Talent Search, located at 800 Sycamore Street. Now, folks, it's that time of year again where the focus is definitely on higher education and getting your student ready, okay, to plan for the future. Talent Search offers tutoring. They offer college tours. They offer help with the financial aid and FAFSA. Right, and so much more. So if you want more information on what you need to do to get your student ready, check out Educational Talent Search at 319-273-4772.
And Talent Search has such a big impact on the lives of young people like myself, right?
That's right.
I was a participant when I was in high school, and then after I graduated from college, I came back and I used to work for them too. So
Wow.
they just do a lot of incredible investing into young people. So shout out to the UniQ, Talent Search, EOC, Upward Bound. So thankful to have them in this community.
Absolutely.
And the only other thing I'd like to add to Talent Search is that they have DeCarlos Anderson now, and
Oh,
we got
yeah.
to sit down
Yep.
with him, and his passion really shines through as well. He's a great person for that job.
Close.
All right, we want to encourage our viewers to go to our page, Carolyn. That's you too, because you haven't liked our North End Update page yet. I noticed. You're our friend on Rocki and Chaveevah, as are a lot of you, but we still need you to like the North End Update page. So please go and do that right away. And when you go there, you're going to see the State of the City address that our wonderful mayor did just yesterday morning. And we've got that shared, so go ahead and take a look at all the wonderful things that some of them we're going to talk about today.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, and also we want you to find out and go to our page and see the fact that the planetarium is open again, the Grout Museum. And our friends at the Grout Museum are always busy working. In fact, tomorrow we're doing Strolling with the Spirits, so that'll also be on our wall. Yeah, so I get to be my Aunt Alice Hickey.
I was going to say, you're going to be strolling as a spirit, aren't you?
I am.
Okay.
I'm going to be dressed real warm as a spirit.
Okay.
Because it's going to be cold out there. Yeah, so it's always an honor to represent my family. And last year they did all African American people that had passed on. So, yeah, this time I'm born in 1898, so this should be
Okay.
fun. Right. So, news flash,
All
Chaveevah.
right. Hey, our birthday people, be sure to stick around because we are going to shout you out. Our marvelous voices are going to sing happy birthday to you. Yes, so that's something to look forward to, right? Right?
Right.
Absolutely.
We should have Ed sing.
I
He's
I
better.
agree.
Yeah, I think so. He's always out here, and then people could see his Adidas.
I think
You could have him come over here
Agnes.
and sing.
I think Agnes is holding back too with the singing voice.
Oh, I know she got an Irish hymn somewhere in there. And how about you? You like to sing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now, absolutely. We
I don't know if
have somebody
other
who
people
likes
like it, but I like it.
Well, we're going to all enjoy it here just a little bit because you have a solo at the end of the show. Okay? We're just having some fun, giving you a hard time. But we do have a segment called Give It Air. I think we talked to you a little bit about it before, and we were at Amani Services yesterday, and Amani Community Services is a great advocate in the community for people that are going through domestic violence situations. And we asked them a question, and they said that the most common problem that people come to them for is housing. And in your address, I saw that there are going to be 800 new homes revamped.
800 remodeled or new homes in 8 years. So
In 8 years.
yeah.
Okay, well, we can talk a little bit about that. But I know that you said you worked with some displaced and domestic violence.
When I was a social
Survivors.
work major at UNI, I was an intern for the shelter, and at the time it was also the crisis center, it was called.
So this is something that you're familiar with
Yeah.
too, and all too familiar. Most of us know, and there are some statistics that you want to share with us.
Well, actually, basically, it boiled down to three major things that were an obstacle for people who are trying to get out of domestic violence situations, and that's lack of transportation, lack of affordable housing, and a lack of mental health services. The transportation trips people up as far as being able to get to access who can help them. Lack of housing ends up being a stumbling block, which helps, to help people, or it prevents people, from being able to maybe get away from an abusive situation. And of course, mental health services to just, as a coping mechanism as you're going through it, so.
Right, right. So what do you have to say about that? I know, Mayor, do you have any comments you'd like to add in some solutions that we might look into?
Well, I think that's what I think we'll talk about a little bit later, but that's exactly why I'm so grateful for the strategic vision that we have right now. And number 8, which could be number 1, is Waterloo is a community of opportunity for all. And it focuses on eliminating barriers such as employment barriers, such as child care, transportation, access to affordable broadband. So it deals with that specifically because we need to work collectively and strategically if we're going to be able to eliminate these and create opportunities for people.
And on the subject of mental health, I know there's a new clinic, a walk-in clinic, and I think you talked about that. Or I saw it on the Steele Report or on the news or something like that. So there's a new walk-in clinic that Unity Point has. So there are some big strides being made in the community for those. Right. And also you have a mental health person that deals with the police department too, I know as well.
Yeah,
so.
Elevate. So we're starting to do a better job as a community in providing more and more services for our residents. We can't have enough mental health services. So collectively, people are trying to come together and make it happen.
Right, right. And one other thing that we talked about, since it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We haven't talked much about that, Chaveevah, but we have talked about healthy relationships and relationship rights. Right, Chaveevah?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, and for young people, just getting into relationships sometimes don't even realize there are some things about your relationship that is just absolutely a right.
Yes.
You know, to be in a relationship does not put either of you directly under the other's will, like, you know, you can do this or do that. You are still, you know, there are things that you have an absolute right to, like to being respected as a person, the right to emotional, mental, and physical safety, which sort of
that's a big
connects to
one.
what we were just talking about as far as the housing issue and different things that Amani Services can help provide and other resources here in town.
A big one
Yeah.
that jumps out to me is I have the right to get help if I'm being abused. That's a right. And we do have a number here that you can call for the Amani Community Services, and that number is 319-232-5660. So make sure you do reach out if you feel like you're being abused or just being mistreated, and you know, speak up because it's your right.
And they have incredible services. I mean, I've referred people there that's dealing with some challenges also, so do incredible work. And I think that flyer right there is...
Right.
Why, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for
There's
pointing that out.
Another
Yes.
one on Thursday, but for their Amani's 4th annual Trunk or Treat, safe and fun for the whole family, Wednesday, October 27th, 6 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. at 2315 Falls Avenue at the Amani Community Services parking lot.
Right. And then, Chaveevah, we're invited, well, actually, we got tickets for the
That's right.
play.
Dear Diary, a story about domestic violence, which is happening the very next day on Thursday, October 28th. Doors open at 5:30, and the program is from 6:30 to 8. It's a dinner and fundraiser, so by all means, support Amani Community Services for all the good they do in the community.
All right, thank you. Oops, I'm saying thank you like I'm hosting. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Mayor. You're so
Thank you.
courteous and kind. Isn't he? He's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, so Ed, did you have any comments today? I think Ed was going to look for some comments and maybe read off a few. The first person that comments on both pages wins a gift.
We have a couple comments, but you kind of passed the dialogue. They came after you passed the dialogue. Lori Ann Dale commented, "Boom shakalaka women and my amazing mayor." Lori Ann Dale also commented that she's glad to say that she's a part of the educational talent search team.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yep.
We love Lori Dale.
Yes.
Yes, and she loves her kids,
Okay.
as she calls them.
We've got a couple of comments on the North End Update page. Linda Matlock is saying hi to everyone.
Hi, Linda.
Bernadine Fensel Kors made a
Yes.
couple comments. She said all blacks and other races should vote progressive if things are to change. And she mentioned that she has not seen Chuck Pearson for a while.
Oh, okay, our friend Chuck Pearson. I haven't heard from him lately either. Usually he's always, all over advocating and doing something good in the community. A big part of that trail, I think he's trying to get some type of historic trail going. So, yeah, thank you for watching, Bernadine.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. I thought one of the relationship rights to be myself, and now there's so many different kinds of relationships that we want to make sure that people feel like, they are them. I think more people are feeling like they can actually be who they are or who they feel they were born to be.
Right.
So, all right. What else we got, Chaveevah?
Well, it's that time of the show where we always ask our guests about the best publication on the planet, right?
Not just this planet, all the other planets.
That's right, in the galaxy, in
Right?
the solar system, period. And that is the
The Soul
Soul
Town.
Town.
Yes, the Soul Town.
all right.
By Waterloo's own Cherie Kaba.
Yes, tell us a little bit, Mayor, about the Soul Town.
So you can find information about the community from a different perspective. You know, I always enjoy the columns about giving advice from like Dr. Q or Gab and giving advice, but make sure you get one. And if you need to get a Soul Town, you can call Chill at 319-505-4020 to get yours. And where can you find them at?
Earth's Beauty Supply, duh. Everybody knows that. Where you get all your hair products, Mayor.
Right,
Carolyn,
for
I know
real.
you done got a couple curling irons or something from Earth. Everybody goes to Earth. But you know, I think it's, what was it? Big Q had a great article in here, and it was just so, I wish I'd have had it queued up to read, but he really lays it down. He lets everybody, oh, and look.
Dynamic duo.
Imagine that.
No,
Wow.
not that, Mayor. The us. The us.
The dynamic duo.
Oh, the dynamic duo.
He said the dynamic
Okay.
duo.
Yes,
All right.
there's Agnes, always ready. Thank you. So get your copy of The Soul Town at the Soul Town Magazine and Earth's.
Yep,
Yes.
SoulTownMagazine.com, Earth, and 319-505-4020.
All right.
Awesome. Okay, we always start with ladies first. We've got to talk to you, Carolyn, about your wonderful job. Let us know, what is it like to be, let me get this right, Infotech Accessibility Coordinator.
Close. That's close.
Okay.
IT, I just tell people IT Accessibility Coordinator.
Now, you're the one that helps people kind of, like just transcribes for deaf people or
Yep.
hearing impaired?
Yep, my department, I have a student that works for me, and we put closed captions on any public-facing video for the university. Also, students that need accommodations because they are deaf.
Oh.
We put closed captions on those for classroom use, basically. Yeah.
I see.
So how long have you done this?
This is about my 6th year, I think. I've been at UNI for 21 years, but this job about 6 years. Yep.
And do you like your job?
I do like
You
my
told
job.
us,
I
yeah,
do.
you told us that it's very, it makes you feel good. that
Yeah.
you're- I imagine it makes you feel like you're very helpful, which you
Yes,
are, right?
yes. I hope so, yes.
For sure. And we also know that you have a great nightlife.
Uh-oh, do say more. You see, we leaned over into this conversation.
No, I know. I've known you for years. Actually, we're classmates.
Yep.
And
Okay,
she's a good
okay.
friend. And our parents lived at the same
Yep.
place. And also, we met in the kitchen there a few times. And you had some famous guy that hangs out on IPTV with you, Bob Dorr. So
Yeah.
Bob is her husband. And for those
Oh,
of you,
wow, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
if you know Bob, does he still with the Blue Band, or is it more the Limestoners these days?
It was the Limestoners. Who's been playing a lot is Bob and Jeff Peterson.
Oh.
They had their day declared here a couple years ago.
Oh, they had
Okay.
they got their own day.
Yes.
Okay.
The Bob and Jeff Day, I don't know.
Okay.
And they have been together for 40 years, doing music together for 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
Yeah.
So, thus the fabulous nightlife. Every time I go see Bob Dorr, you're always there dancing. And she even sings a solo, remember?
Yes,
What
yes.
was the
Hey
name of-
bartender.
Oh, hey, was
Yeah,
that right,
right?
bartender?
Okay.
Hey, bartender. For a while, I was also doing one that was called "You Can Have My Husband, but Please Don't Mess with My Man."
Okay,
Oh.
right. Oh, love it.
All
It's so
right.
fun. Right. So we're looking forward to the next gig where you get to sing, and pass me the mic because I like to sing too.
Excellent.
No.
Will do.
But thank you. How can people find out more about what you do, or if somebody would be interested in maybe volunteering? You say you use a student that
Yep.
helps. Or,
Yep. We have a student that does this. She gets paid.
Oh,
But I guess just make sure you investigate you could contact me, actually, if you have a website that needs to be accessible, which every website should be accessible for
right.
people using screen readers, which is usually blind people. and I could help with that.
Okay. And how could a person, do you have an email address you'd like
Yes.
to share?
I'm carolyn.dorr@uni.edu.
All right. Well, good. And thank you so much for what you do. It's a very important job. And, you know, I think a lot of times our viewers might not know that jobs like this exist. So,
Right, they just basically benefit from what they can see, but it just doesn't appear there by magic. It's because
Right.
of someone's effort.
Right.
We got a comment. Bob Dorr says, thanks for the shout out.
oh, yes, we love you, Bob.
Can't wait till Bob comes on and sings happy birthday, right?
Oh, yes,
go.
right. He says he feels like, well, he had him on the show once, and he was the only guy, so.
Yes, the only guy on The View.
All right. Well, Mayor, we got a lot of stuff for you. Chaveevah, get him. Tell him what you
Uh-oh.
want to
Well,
tell him.
now, see, right off top, the easiest question to always ask you is what is new and exciting going on? Or what's new? What's improved? What's going on?
Well, we are, the other day did a ribbon cutting for University Avenue. Then it opened up, at least a couple lanes opened up on Thursday as well. So that's something exciting. $38 million project.
Really
the largest,
exciting.
largest road project, city road project in the last 50 years.
Wow.
Okay.
So very excited about that. State of the city, or we're going to talk about that now or
Yes,
later?
and the campaign. But first, I want to talk about that roundabout again. You know, I was going round and round in circles. But today I went around the roundabout, and I had a great choice. I could either go to the east side or the north end,
Right.
or I could go on down University and be on the west side. So I could go down Fletcher and be, you know, go towards where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
And I'd never had that choice before.
Right.
So that roundabout means a lot. Okay, now you can go on.
There we go. I mean, no, you said it best, though. But yeah, just an exciting time. Yesterday was the State of the City. The first part of it, I talked about our 2030 vision plan. It's 8 big ideas in 8 years. Thousands of people participated in that process. But it is the vision statement is Waterloo is a community of opportunity for all, right? And so meaning that's not just making big buildings and doing all those things. That's connecting people to the opportunities they need. We want to be known as the best city for people to live. But we need to start today and to continue to build those building blocks. So very proud of that initiative. And I had a chance to talk about it yesterday.
Yes, I really enjoyed all the remarkable points that you made, celebrating all neighborhoods. I believe you said something about connecting the 5 Sullivan Brothers Convention Center.
Right.
Kind of more. Did you say something about Sullivan Park? Because that's always been something I've always wondered why we don't do more military or honor the veterans, the Sullivan brothers in the park.
Well, you know, actually there used to be a number of things that had taken place. The Hibernians used to meet there. So, but what we're trying to do is brand Waterloo as incredible veteran community. We have a lot of people have served honorably, and so service and sacrifice is what Waterloo is all about. And so we're working on a concept called Veterans Way, where we start at the museum, and then it flows all the way to Sullivan Park. But the first portion or stages will be to complete the convention center and that outside portion, and it'll be commemoration and dedication to the Sullivan brothers. And it's going to be an incredible project, similar to like you see the Guthrie theaters, the lights, and all those attractions. But what we want to do is just take a look at the Sullivan brothers' commitment, but also on the other side of the signs or whatever, it's not signs, but you'll also have other people around the community that have sacrificed and dedicated their lives to this city. It could be first responders. It could be all of you. It could be just people from this community that put this community first. And so it'll be a great tribute to the family. And then the bridge, we're going to work to put lights across the entire bridge so that we can do different functions, different commemorations, if it's Irish Fest, if it's Black History Month, whatever it is, we'd be able to cascade light off the river in honor of our veterans and support. So a number of different projects, placards along the way, but service and sacrifice is what we're pushing towards.
Wow, you sound like
Love
a very,
that.
very busy person. I mean, as far as what's been happening, and that's why I like to always ask you what's going
Well,
on.
I appreciate it, and
Right.
it's just it's a very progressive time for us. So we're very thankful for all of your efforts and our businesses and our people here. So we're thankful. But I work with great people internally, like Ed and Agnes. And
Agnes?
we have a
Hey,
great
we
city
got a new
staff.
person,
We
Agnes.
got
Okay, yeah.
my bad. You know, I'm not going to joke with Agnes. She'd be done put up a different face
Right.
or something
Yeah,
while
we
I'm
don't
sitting
wanna
here.
mess
That
around with
technology. Yeah.
Right. But what about, okay, just last comment, because I know we're going to have to move on. Carolyn gets to sing that solo.
Right.
See, it's Friday. We can sing the bartender one if you want. Though. Top Golf. I mean, I just,
Right.
I mean, something on that line maybe for Crossroads.
Well, we have the Lost Island theme park, we have the water park, we have the golf course, we have the casino. So how do we build on to make this a destination? And so it's taking a look at the Crossroads area, working with businesses, entrepreneurs. If it is to attract some level of golfing, that's fine, but we need to continue to make that area a destination.
Okay. I know I said that was one of the last questions, but we can't leave without talking about the police department and the reduction in crime, the overall morale that everybody's been talking about.
Right.
Just speak to that.
Well, you know, our police officers in the city of Waterloo have gone through a lot too, and just like police departments across the country, bad policing has overshadowed some of the great efforts from law enforcement departments across the country. So with that said, you know, we're coming off a George Floyd era,
Yes.
so you know, it's been a very challenging time, but so, you know, the thing is, we are one community. How can we rally around one another? We have taken a look at the work from the police department and reductions in lawsuits. Some areas of crime has reduced. You know, we've been fortunate to take a look at their overall budget. That's increased, and support them in a special way, but we still have work to do. We still have to continue to mend those relationships, bring the police and community together, and I'm optimistic that we'll be able to do that. But, you know, all of us support our police department as our police department supports our community. And so I believe our best days are ahead of us.
Absolutely. All right. I guess I couldn't think of anything better to say about that, but
I'm just so excited that we have this hopeful progression.
Well, nobody rises to low expectations, right? That's a
Oh,
quote. And so
That's right. That's right.
You know, we have many benchmarks to show that our community is progressing, and you know there are negative voices out there
There's
that want
haters.
to keep people
Everywhere.
disjointed. But we all know when we work together, and no one cares who gets the credit, that we can accomplish anything.
That's right. And I like your hopeful message. It resonates so much higher than anybody that's saying anything negative. So you already know, and you could probably tell, you got our vote. So
I appreciate
and
it.
it always stands out to me when I first met you. I mean, I've heard about you in a different generation, and I knew and I voted for you and all of that because I liked what your platform was. When I first met you at your reception, Chaveevah, remember we went there and I said, thank you for taking the job, because who wants it? Not me.
yes.
And then you said, thank you for supporting me. And I was like, what is he thanking me for? You know, but, and I said to you that it must be a kind of an ego thing, having this big city and here's my water. He said he looks at it the opposite way. It's yours. And, you know, you trust me to put
Right.
you in charge.
So you think about it really quickly. At your jobs or wherever you're at, you may supervise staff or have this many. But here, at any point in time, one of the close to 70,000 people in Waterloo can call me and tell me, I need you to do this. So
It's a heavy
I'm compelled to
burden.
try
Or-
to do my best. So I work for the citizens. And, we can't do everything, but you be
Sure.
truthful about the situation. You move forward and you try to find some common ground. But I'm just thankful and happy that I'm in the seat, and I want to remain
That's
in the
right.
seat after
That's
November
right.
2nd. So get out and vote.
Get out and vote. And you can
Absolutely.
vote Monday. You can vote
You can
today
already vote.
still.
Yep, it's early
Well, it's
voting.
kinda
Just
late.
go down to the county courthouse during open hours, and you can cast your vote early.
All right. We're going to sing happy birthday. Any more comments before we go?
Keith James says, that's what I'm talking about. The
Yay!
progress that the hope of fairness in a city racked with so much corrupt agenda. I ain't gonna say da. I am motivated and had no problem motivating those, okay.
We kind of decided to make this show kind of about this because we really feel strongly about our mayor and the whole message, the letter I got in the mail with your dad and you, and it kind of simulated hope being in your dad's generation and then you being the progress and also the avenue. I just loved it, and I loved the whole idea. We're going to sing happy birthday because Ed's already telling Agnes we're not reading no more comments. So you guys go ahead and comment. We'll answer them later. We got some great birthday people this week, Chaveevah.
Oh, absolutely. And yes, we got the best birthday people, but I think the best
Oh, the
birthday
very
people-
best birthday person of all.
Yes, absolutely. Happy birthday, Jeffrey Ferguson.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes, and John Baranobis. Happy birthday, Kathy Keaton. Ed Gaines and Agewu Agbesi. Happy birthday.
Is that the one they call Gail? Don't they call him Gail? Oh, Gail? Okay. Agewu. Okay. Bianca Frazier, happy birthday. I saw your picture on Facebook today. Lonnie Gillum, your granddaughter.
Yeah, she's pretty great too. Happy birthday.
And William Corey Mohammed, and our friend, yes, and Renata Trewick and Dion McFarland. Happy birthday.
Happy
So
birthday.
many of you. And if your birthday is today or in between last Wednesday and next Wednesday, happy birthday to you if we missed you. And we're going to sing.
All right.
Okay, we're going to sing. We like to start, we sing the Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday. And somebody told me I could sing one, so I'm going to act like I can and sing the first part. And it goes something like this. I'm sure you would agree
It couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party.
on the day you came to be.
Happy birthday, come on, Ed.
ya.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. I couldn't
right.
hear you very well, Carolyn. I was trying to do a solo. Just for that, you got to do a solo. No. Ed was not only singing, but I saw them Adidas over there
I
moving
know.
too.
Sound like we
Yeah.
had Barry
I saw-
White up in here.
I saw the hair go like this too.
One day we're going to let our viewers meet Ed again. He likes to make an appearance every once in a while, but you can bet he's here. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for coming and sharing with us.
My pleasure.
Yes. She's always good. I'll call her and say, hey, come on the show. Okay.
On my way.
I'll be
Good,
there.
great.
All right.
Yep.
And Chaveevah, what do you think until next time?
Well, I think we want to remind folks to follow us on YouTube and look for Rocki and Chaveevah. If you have MediaCom, you can watch us on channel 17 or 79-4, depending on how your TV's set up.
Right?
All right.
Don't forget that. And remember, if you're experiencing mental health challenges, you can call the mental health hotline at 855-581-8111. And until next time, we want to encourage our viewers to keep doing way more of what makes you awesome, like Mayor Hart.
And like Carolyn Dorr.
I like you both.
Yep.
All right. Thank
Go
you.
on.
Why?
Because it makes us
All
all look
look
good. See you next time.